According to the best-selling author Daniel Goleman of Harvard, your emotional response system is about 50,000 generations old. Now, this outdated emotional response system that you have is holding you back, and it could be costing you tens, if not hundreds of $1,000s each of every month. Now, here's a story that highlights that. A client that I was working with recently was having some big problems. She was losing a lot of money. Now, what was happening in her business? She was spending a lot of time marketing. She was doing her marketing research. She was positioning herself and her product in the right light to make high-end sales. She would back that up by spending tens of thousands of dollars on advertising each and every month. Now, what happened after the marketing and the advertising took place? The stream of leads would follow. The leads would show up, she would present, she would do the perfect presentation. But at the time it came to close the sale, the fear stopped her. The fear started to rise up in her body, and she would fail to close the sale. She had this overwhelming fear of failure, this overwhelming fear of criticism, and this overwhelming fear of rejection, that if she asked for the order, the client might say no. Now, unfortunately for her, the blood would start to drain from her face. She would start to look cold, she'd dissociate, the blood would flow to the legs, and she wanted to run away. Now, at that stage in the presentation, the buyers felt incredibly uncomfortable, and they decided that they could not proceed with her. Now, as a result, she lost hundreds of thousands of dollars each and every year because of this overwhelming fear. The good news is she got some great advice. And what you need to know is that you can neutralize any of these fears, rejection, failure, criticism, very quickly. Now, for my client, she learned how to neutralize those fears. As a result, she would then present again, and then she would start to ask for the order confidently. As she did that, she started to make hundreds of thousands of dollars extra every year. Now, here's my point. Your emotional response system is 50,000 generations old. It is not effective, and it does not work in your favor in today's business environment. The good news is you can learn new strategies to neutralize those problems and those things that hold you back, including the fear of failure and the fear of rejection. And once you do, you'll start to increase your sales, you'll start to increase your income, and you'll earn the respect of the marketplace and your peers. Now, if you feel that you've been held back by fears of failure or fear of rejection, if you feel that your emotional responses aren't working in your favor, then I'd like to speak with you personally. I've put a link in this post. What I want you to do is go ahead, click the link, and schedule a one-to-one call with me. During this personal time together, I'm going to share with you some of the most important ideas ever discovered for regulating your emotions. When you apply them, you'll get an immediate response, and those fears will disappear. Go ahead, click the button right now, schedule in your one-to-one, and I look forward to meeting you in the week ahead.